What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and JoJo Siwa has been on a real run of cringy behavior lately. And it's kind of hard to describe it. It's just like something we've seen before, but at the same time, it's a tad bit different. Or at least I'm personally starting to notice that it's a tad bit different. Now, we have seen countless child stars get older and go through some troubling times, right? As child stars transition from children to adults, there's often a period of chaotic behavior. We've seen it with Lindsay Lohan. We've seen it with Britney Spears. We've seen it with so many child stars. I could sit here all day naming them. And, from the outside, when you don't dig too deep, what JoJo Siwa is doing right now, it may give you the impression that she's going through those chaotic years. It may give you the impression that she's on the verge of this meltdown. A meltdown that we always see these child stars go through. But something about JoJo Siwa is different. Because when we watched these other stars go through these meltdowns, think of Aaron Carter. Think of everything Aaron Carter went through once he started getting older. Think of Orlando Brown from That's So Raven. There's so many people I could name. But with JoJo Siwa, it's almost like a generic meltdown. A forced meltdown. It's like someone posing as like, oh, I'm going through my problematic, troubled years, but in reality, they're not. They're trying to forcefully give you the impression that they're getting older now and they're edgy and they're, starting to spiral out of control, but in reality, they're not. That's the kind of vibe I keep getting from JoJo Siwa. Don't get me wrong, we're starting to see some signs. We're starting to see some things that we usually see from these celebrities before they, become a train wreck. JoJo Siwa looks like a train wreck waiting to happen. And I don't mean that like, physically she looks like that. But I'm saying her actions and what's been happening lately, and, it's not going to end well. But it's forced. It's not natural. This is not a natural meltdown. I've seen enough of these meltdowns. We have seen enough of these breakdowns, and JoJo Siwa is not it. But she's trying as hard as she can to give you that impression that, oh, she's an alcoholic now. Oh, she's, oh my God. She wants you to have that impression, but it's so forced and generic. But nevertheless, there has been some questionable things that she's done lately. Things that I don't approve of. And I really don't like, and I keep pointing this out, how they seem to be towing the line with this new look, this new age JoJo. Because it's like they want to appeal to adults, but at the same time, they're not ready to cut the kids loose either. Because they know at the end of the day, JoJo Siwa's fan base is a bunch of kids. So they're still giving her the image of like this child star, dressing her up in these colorful colors. Yet she's getting on stage and like making out with other women and humping them and taking shots and cussing at people. It's just really weird. And it's not working. And this is not me being a bully or mean. Everyone, seems to agree that this is just not working at all. But they're doing whatever they can to give her this bad girl image. She's grown now. Oh my God, look at all of this controversial stuff that JoJo Siwa is doing. And now she just got a set of new tattoos. And of course, this is what happens. When the child stars go through their little meltdown period, when these young women, they start, turning into their bad girl era. Once they get in their bad girl era, they got to get a tattoo, right? Well, JoJo Siwa got a tattoo. And listen, I always have to say this, I'm no pearl clutcher. I'm not here to just talk about the fact that JoJo Siwa got a tattoo. I'm here to talk about something a little more deeper than that, because I think there is a deeper conversation to be had surrounding her choice of tattoo. Now, as I was saying earlier, her team, her management, her mother, everyone around JoJo, they're towing the line. They want her to do all of this adult-like sexual stuff, but they're not ready to abandon her kid fan base. So they're trying to, walk the line between the two. So JoJo Siwa just unveiled her new tattoo. And mind you, this is supposed to be her bad girl era. JoJo Siwa is supposed to be, she's supposed to be showing us that she's an adult now. She's supposed to be separating herself from her child fan base and moving forward into a new journey in her career. So you would think that this tattoo would be edgy, or it doesn't even have to be edgy. You think it would be more adult-like, but here's the tattoo. A tattoo of a winged teddy bear. Now, I don't know what this may mean to JoJo. I know that she has a lot of senseless tattoos, and she's been getting a lot of senseless tattoos lately, which, that's what people do when they're in those, stages of their life. But I'm looking at this tattoo, and it makes me feel iffy. Because once again, I feel like this reaffirms the fact that, you're still towing this line. You'd had an opportunity. You want to be so edgy and grown, so be grown. Why are you unveiling teddy bear tattoos? Now, like I said, I don't know what meaning this has for JoJo, but supposedly this is going to have something to do with her album cover. And if JoJo Siwa's first album cover is a freaking teddy bear, and her music is all her talking about raunchy stuff, and she's doing raunchy stuff on stage in front of kids, I just have a problem with that. And then when I'm looking at this teddy bear, it made me think, where have I seen something like this before? I've seen a bunch of teddy bears, but where have I seen something like this? And then I got to thinking, oh yeah. Do you all remember, I think it was Balenciaga. It was some designer clothing brand. I want to say it was Balenciaga. They had the bondage teddy bears, and they had these weird photo shoots with a lot of CP, a lot of chomo, weird child-loving stuff going on in these photos. So I'm looking at her teddy bear tattoo, and it's just giving me those weird bondage teddy bear vibes. And it's just, in my opinion, it's all around disgusting. Because JoJo Siwa and her team, they are well aware of the conversations being had about her. And it's like they're doubling down on, let's make her more marketable towards kids. Hey, everyone. Hey, all you little 6-year-olds that used to dress up in colorful colors and go to school with your JoJo Siwa lunchboxes. Now JoJo Siwa's got a brand new tattoo. And it's just this teddy bear with wings. Then you go watch her latest music video, and she's dry humping some girl on the ground while making out. And it's just like, what are y'all really trying here? I don't know what they're trying here, but it's just giving me all around bad vibes. I can't help it. I'm sorry. But if JoJo Siwa was maybe someone else, I would probably feel differently. But this is a child star who was just a child star not that long ago. And we've seen child stars make the transition into adult stars. And I'm not saying those transitions were always smooth, but they damn sure went better than this transition. It's just something about it. It's not sitting right with me. And this new tattoo, it's a bad look. It's like, read the room. Understand the conversations that are being had right now. And you better believe they know the conversations that are being had. So this is the route you're going? Teddy bears? I don't know. And listen, I'm not saying a grown woman can't get a tattoo of a teddy bear if she wants to. Sure you can. I know grown women with tattoos of teddy bears and cartoon characters. I'm not here to judge that. I'm just saying that JoJo Siwa's situation is different. And this stage of her life, it's different. It's this stage where she's supposed to be showing the world that she's grown. Yet at the same time, I feel like she's, I feel like the whole team behind her, they want to send that message, but at the same time, they want the kids to still tune in. And that's not right, if you ask me. But this is just one of the latest missteps in the rebranding of JoJo Siwa. And if I was her, I would fire every single person around me because they have botched whatever this is supposed to be. Whatever this new era of JoJo Siwa was supposed to be, they have botched it. They have turned you into the laughing stock of the internet. And it's starting to look like they're turning you into a freaking groomer. And that's really weird. So hopefully she moves away from this. But she seems to double down and triple down on the cringe, thinking that somehow, some way she's going to win people over. But you're not winning people over like this. You're sending mixed messages. And I think that's kind of the point. I mean, look at modern day society. What do you think Hollywood and the music industry is doing right now? They're trying to confuse people. And that's why you look around and no one has a basic grasp on reality anymore. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.